Alright, so I made my first prezi for the speech for you guys, so you should be happy about that. So I kind of gave you almost all of the 8 pillars last time and showed a lot of clips, so this time I just wanted to focus on a few things and then talk about the music, because I never really talked about that. So I'm just going to show some universal appeal. So some more that they have is puppy love. So I just want to show this cute little scene.
Alright, it worked. We lost them. Alright, I'm a genius. Hey, genius, it was my idea. Yeah, but I pulled it off. With me? Oh, yeah? Tangent, hey, let me up. Tangent again.
So I don't know. I just thought that's a cute little clip to show. And as most of you know, if you've seen the movie, they end up like married or whatever. Also, I wanted to show another happy one, which is fun.
So where are we really going? An elephant graveyard. Wow! Shh! So, right. So how are we gonna ditch the dodo?
Oh, just look at you. Little seeds of romance blossoming in the savannah. Your parents will be thrilled. What with your being betrothed and all.
Be what?
Betrothed. Intended. Affianced.
Meaning?
One day you two are going to be married.
Yo! I can't marry her. She's my friend. Yeah, it'd be so weird.
Oh, sorry to bust your bubble, but you two turtle doves have no choice. It's a tradition going back generations.
Well, when I'm king, that'll be the first thing to go.
Not so long as I'm around.
Well, in that case, you're fired.
Nice try, but only the king can do that.
Well, he's the future king. Yeah, so you have to do what I tell you.
Not yet, I don't. And with an attitude like that, I'm afraid you're shaping up to be a pretty pathetic king indeed.
Not the way I see it. Gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king or priest with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event, like the king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my way.
That's why rather uninspiring thing.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Where to go, young master, if you think.
Alright, so I'm not going to play the whole video because I think you guys will be here for a while. So now we'll talk some more about deflection. This is after the part where we saw last time his dad got killed. And so this is a little bit of deflection because this monkey just shows up talking about his father being alive. So,
boy. Right? Hey, wait! You know my father? Correction. I know your father.
I hate to tell you this, but he died a long time ago.
No! Wrong again! He's alive! And I'll show him to you. You follow old Rafiki. He knows the way. Come on! Don't go! Oh, wait. Come on! Come on!
Would you slow down?
That's not my father. It's just my reflection.
No. Look hard. You see, he lives in you.
Father?
Simba, you have forgotten me.
No. How could I?
You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king. Remember who you are.
No, please, don't leave me.
So not only is that deflection, but also it kind of has a little bit of universal appeal because if anybody has ever lost somebody, they like to know, like you know that they're with you, and so that's kind of a cool message that the movie portrays. And then this is one of the biggest deflections of them all at the end of the movie when Simba finds out what really happened to his father because he was blaming himself all along.
It's true.
You see, he admits it.
No, it was an accident.
If it weren't for you, Mufasa would still be alive. It's your fault he's dead. Do you deny it?
No.
Then you're guilty.
No, I'm not a murderer.
Oh, Simba, you're in trouble again. But this time, Daddy isn't here to save you. And now everyone knows why.
Simba!
Now, this looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? Oh, yes, I remember. This is just the way your father looked before he died. Here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa. Murderer! No, Simba.
So that is just a huge deflection in the movie, obviously. And then some music. There's obviously a lot of music in this. One of the songs, this one was nominated for the Oscars. It's the Hakuna Matata, so we'll just listen to a little bit of it, not the whole thing, but just so you can get the gist of it.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, it's our motto.
What's your motto?
Nothing. What's the matter with you? You know, these two words will solve all your problems. That's right. Take Pumbaa, for example.
Okay, so I mean, I guess you guys get the gist of it, you probably heard it. And I'd just like to point out that it's like a really popular song. People tend to get tattoos or phone cases that have that on there, so that's that. And then this one, I personally like this one. It's on my Disney Love soundtrack. So, and it won an Oscar and a Golden Globe. I'll just play a little bit of it too.
What? What is it?
It's like you're back from the dead. You don't know how much this will mean to him. What it means to me.
Hey, it's okay.
I've really missed you.
I missed you too.
This stinks.
Oh, sorry.
You, then, him, her. Hello? What's wrong with that? I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue. Oh, they'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to 2. Oh, the sweet Carrie is so bad. all this romantic atmosphere. Disasters in the air.
So this is a really cute part, I guess. You also get to see them kind of like admit their feelings for each other through the video. I'm just gonna compare real quick with Despicable Me. For IMDb ratings, The Lion King has 8.5, Despicable Me has 7.7. Rotten Tomato, the critics is 98%, and Despicable Me is 81, and then the viewers rating on that is 93% and 82. Fun fact, The Lion King is one of the 6 Disney movies that are musicals. Despicable Me is not a musical. And then I guess if you want to know the other Disney movies that are in musicals, Beauty and the Beast, Tarzan, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and that's all of them now. And then, like I promised you guys, I'll show you a couple more BuzzFeed thingies. So I believe the last time we did just 2. There's that one. I don't know if that's not interesting to me though. This is one that a lot of people might be interested in because a lot of people think that it says sex in it, but the abbreviations are actually SFX, and that is for the special effects team. So I thought that was really cool because lots of people talk about Disney controversies and like really perverted stuff. So, yep, that's that, and then there's more, but. My movie is The Lion King, obviously. Yay! Oh wait, I need to go back. Okay, The Lion King. So, why should you choose The Lion King? Number 1, it's unlike any other movie because it has a complex storyline and it's psychologically deep and nothing is sugar-coated. Because in some movies, like if somebody passes away, they magically like come back to life, or like kind of, I guess in Finding Nemo, Nemo disappears but they find him and it's happily ever after. Whereas in The Lion King, it's more of a real life story because somebody passes away and they just have to deal with it. Number 2, Simba is a wonderful hero. He's not just a misunderstood, innocent character like a lot of characters. He actually has flaws, and throughout the movie, watch him grow and develop and become the king he's supposed to be. And 3, it's a family movie because the merchandise and characters are fun for children, such as like Timon and Pumbaa, they make children laugh. And the complexity is great for older children and adults. So, here are some more reviews, just in case you forgot. Since we mentioned the critic Robert Ebert last time, I looked him up and he gave The Lion King a 3.5 out of 4 stars on his like rating website. IMDb gave it a 8.5, and Rotten Tomatoes critics of 110 people gave it 90%, and the audience gave it 93. And here's just a picture to show you how cute they are. So Finding Nemo, Robert Ebert did give them a better rating. We beat Finding Nemo on IMDb though, and they also beat us on Rotten Tomatoes, but they keep in mind that they have 238 people that like critiqued it, whereas Lion King, I think it was 110. Yep. So that's like if you get a bad test on a score and you have less tests, then obviously you're going to have a worse rating. So who knows if The Lion King would have had 238 people, they could have done better also. And here's Nemo. He's pretty cute too, but... okay, now I gotta go to this website for that. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you the most interesting ones that we haven't seen yet. So, This is the thing I've been showing you guys too. So number 7, the reportedly being prepared scene was inspired by footage of the Nazis marching by Adolf Hitler. So that's kind of interesting and cool. Pumbaa was the first Disney character to ever fart. So that's a fun fact. It took approximately 3 years to animate the 2.5-minute wildebeest stampede scene, so that's where Mufasa dies. An early script draft, Scar was not related to Mufasa. However, the writers thought that making the two related would be more interesting, which it is kind of a twist because they're brothers. Mufasa was originally not supposed to appear after his death, but this kind of helped, I don't know, make it less depressing, I guess, because then children can think, oh, like he didn't just disappear and die and go to nowhere. He kind of is with him his whole life. Initially, the reason an adult Nala wandered off so far from Pride Rock was because she was supposed to be like married to Scar, and he had her banished because she was ignoring his like moods on her. This is kind of a fun fact, I guess, that proved that my movie had a lot of sold copies. There's over 55 million copies sold, and that's just the home video version. So that's pretty cool. And then lastly, with over 10 million copies sold, it's also the best-selling soundtrack ever for an animated film. So those are all the ones that you missed that are pretty exciting. And then, in the end, it comes down to a Pixar movie versus a Disney classic movie. What will you guys choose? I'd also like to point out that if you would think that Despicable Me is better than Finding Nemo or Shrek is better than Finding Nemo, and I beat those two, so if you think that, then you probably should vote for The Lion King. So, cheers The Lion King! The end.